VC, how's everybody? John K Tech Hit back. One more video. Um, I will not be very loud in this one because my girlfriend is sleeping, but hope you can hear me. I just want to show you some new finds. Most of them are internet purchases. There are some exceptions that I pick up from my store, or let's take it from the beginning, no particular order. I'm gonna start with this internet find, a true classic. If you like these 70s funky, chill kind of jazz from Ramsey Lewis, Sun Goddess. Ramsey Lewis, he's gonna perform in Athens in February, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it's a very good opportunity to go and see him live. He was never my favorite jazz player, but you know, not so many jazz artists are alive, so it is an opportunity to go to and see him perform. Guys, if you like 70s sound and you don't know this album, it's a must have. I just played it today morning in my record store. It was raining, but it was a fantastic listen. Some Goddess by Ramsey Lewis out on Columbia, and I guess this is the US pressing, but yeah, very good album, fantastic album, really. Continuing with, yeah, I'm gonna first start with the jazz, and I'm gonna show you this one, which is also an internet find. Jack McDuff, Jimmy McGriff, Red Beans. This is gatefold, in the same vein of music, like organ, kind of jazz, funky. Not the best LP of all time, but it was very cheap, and why not to get it in the collection? Just to pick up some jazz records, except from Blue Note, which is my target at the moment. Of course, I'm buying Blue Notes, especially when I'm finding them in front of me. I can't resist or find some online bargains. I can't leave them behind, but yeah, taking some 70s jazz, why not? Gatefold, nice listen, just want to share it with you. Check him out, you're not missing with this one. Nothing mind blowing, but Red Beans was a cool record with a fantastic gatefold cover with the Red Beans. Yeah, talking about Blue Note, I will show you Blue Note, my latest Blue Note find. Don't know if you guys know anything about this series. Um, must be new European issues. I think so, because I'm ordered some for the store. They don't list it to Discogs yet. These things are brand new, I guess, in Europe. I think it's Europe. And if you know any information about the pressings, well, I checked this out and it sounded pretty good. The record is not 180% vinyl, but it's still, yeah, a nice pressing, I think. This is the catalog number, ERLP. It's cheap. It's cheap, and yeah, sounded pretty much good musically. If you don't know this baby, which it was expensive before these reissues. Art Blakey's and the Jazz Messenger, Buhaina's Delight. Typical Art Blakey and the Jazz Messenger's album. Very nice LP. And the first side, I think the first side was you have almost 3 minute Art Blakey drum solo, which it was mind blowing, and you were waiting for the whole time just something to happen, but his solo till I don't know, till the eternity or something. Great record. check this out. And also, guys, if you know any information about this new Blue Note reissues, please share them with me because I have no idea. It says here that it's licensed from Universal Music. No idea, but it's not a bootleg for sure. And it's a good series. I ordered some stuff for my shop. Okay, continuing with jazz, I've got a couple of more. This is a highlight for me. I didn't knew the existence of this album, of this label. This is a company based in Greece actually called Fair Weather and Friends. A couple of videos back I showed you a CD. Now I've got the record from the Epirus Quartet. Sorry for the glare. Transatlantic. This was released on 2014. Guys, this is some serious um, jazz released in our days, and you should check these things out. I met the guy that runs the label. He's a very good guy, and he's preparing his second release, I think now. Musically, this is kind of jazz with some fusion elements. It's not exactly jazz fusion, it's a mix and match with different jazz styles and with elements from different places of the world. It's jazz, is not ethnic or something, but you can hear the influences from different places and different styles. So that's why this thing called Transatlantic by the Epirus Quartet. Highly recommend it. You should check this label and these guys out. I've got a couple of more copies in the store. Selling good at the moment, and I bought the CD and just listen to it to the car, and turns me immediately to buy the record. I guess that's all the jazz things. So let's go straight to the world music section. I've got a couple of Latin and Brazilian records, which I didn't show for a while, I think. I was spending lots of time at home during Christmas time, so that's always, tricky. Gives you much more time to dig online and shop a couple of things. This record, I didn't buy it online. It was pre-order, just waiting for it to release again, and I grabbed some copies for the store, and I kept one for myself because I'm a big fan of Ray Barretto. I really like Latin music, and I think this is one of his best LPs. Also contains the sample that used from the Bacardi song. I think it's Acid, the name of the song here. Also the LP called Acid from Ray Barretto, out on Fania Records, which is a 100% guarantee for good Latin music. Fania Records, great record, check it out. Wish I could needle drop it, but my girlfriend will wake up and she will kill me, maybe break the record or something, which is something that we don't want to happen. Yeah, leaving world music behind and going straight to Brazil. I've got a couple of records. I think I didn't show you this because just arrived a couple of days ago on eBay. Very cheap record. I found it on the German eBay. Baden Powell, images on guitar. Love the cover here. Baden Powell is a Brazilian guitar player. I've got a couple of records. I think I've got a double record from him, but this was a very good listen. Gatefold. Yeah, here he's Baden Powell, guitar player. Fantastic bossa nova Brazilian music. Not a mind-blowing record, but out on MPS. Baden Powell, a German copy? No, a French copy. This is a French copy. But it's great, nice music. A cheap record if you don't want to overspend. If you want something cool from Brazil. Not the best record of all time, but it was a cool find and I really enjoyed while playing it. Baden-Powell. Yeah, let me continue with one more Brazilian record, which was my holy grail. Of course, I wanted the first pressing, but it's way too expensive and hard to find, so I found a good deal on their issue and grabbed it immediately. Internet find, Jorge Ben, Negro Elindo. This is a well known album by him. It's still sealed, didn't have the time to play it. I've heard some things about this record and his typical Jorge Ben Tropicalia sound. Don't know how the pressing sounds, I can't tell you any information, but it's a must have without playing it already. I love it. And also, I found a first copy of another record of Jorge Ben, African Brazil. I'm still waiting for it. I found it at a ridiculously cheap price in Greece. It was not cheap, but compared to the numbers that this baby is going, yeah, it is. Now, some blues. If you remember a couple of videos ago, I asked you some suggestions about John Lee Hooker. Thank you guys for doing them. I think I'm gonna stay a little bit more with a compilation. I am John Lee Hooker. I didn't bought this. I just had free copies in the store, and stays in the shelf. So I just grabbed one, and something. The pressing here was very very good. Out on Get Back Roots. Of course, this is a compilation, reissue, whatever. But it's a very good pressing, really, and gives you some well-known and good songs by John Lee Hooker. Great record, cheap. If you don't want to buy his full catalog, I think it's a good compilation to go check out the track list. Um, yeah, John Lee Hooker. I love him. Love the blues. Love his sound. One more blues record, which the inspiration was the vinyl community. Can't remember who showed this, but when I discovered it by him, I immediately ordered it, and it's open, but still unplayed. Just a couple of needle drops. Otis Spine, yeah, is he? Otis Spann, yeah, Otis Spann. Amazing blues album, Crying Time. I've heard this Neil drop a couple of songs, and man, this is one of my favorite blues albums already. I'm not a blues expert or something, I only got some records, but I can't remember who are you, but wherever you are, thank you for recommending me to this, and I'm doing the same to you guys. Check this thing out. Uh, the original copy is way too expensive. The reissue it's kind of pricey, but very thick card pressing. The record is 180. Um, very very heavy, and I think they've done a very good job with this thing. And the music is fantastic. Go and YouTube it. I'm sure you will find a couple of songs to play. Yeah. Okay, and now the last order. I've bought this on Bandcamp just to support the artist because not this one, but he's got two albums. The other album of Lord Echo was one of my favorite albums of all, not of all time, but for sure of the last years. Not this one. This is Curiosities. It's still okay. It's still a good record. His newest album. I wanted to support him because I love Lord Deco. Got some, his typical Lord Deco mixed kind of style, dubby, electronica, housey, organic, whatever, you name it. It's here on the record. Out on the label called Bastard Jazz, which is a great label, by the way. Yeah, go and check this record out, and don't be confused because the other record has very similar cover to this, but it's different. And yeah, if you like this, you should definitely check his first album, which is mind blowing. I bought this on Bandcamp and I bought the deluxe version of the record. That means that they sent me two 45s. Also, Lord Deco and his melodies, things I like to do on Bastard Jazz. I was not crazy about that thing, but still cool to own 45 by Lord Deco. And this is very good for the jazz heads. It's not exactly jazz. Well, it is, but yeah, don't make me describe things again. Yeah, this is the 45 out on Bastard Jazz, as you can see. What was the name? The Elder Statesman. Yeah, this is still produced by Lord Deco, and they sound amazing. Yeah, they do. Go and discover Bastard Jazz Records. Great record label, some cool and interesting records. And that's all that I have to show you. I'm still waiting for some mail orders, but I'm ordering, keeping lots of copies for myself, and I also got some Japanese new releases, some Japanese version of jazz titles. So hopefully my next videos will be interesting. VC, hope that you liked what I show. Yeah, comment below. I'm always like to see interactions and interact with you. I don't have much time lately with my running my record store, but I'm doing my best to stay as active as I can in the community. Cheers, guys.